What's going on, everybody? It's mail day. UPS just left, dropped off a nice fresh box for ripping. Take a look at what we got. I've been excited for this one. Definitely been waiting for it. Sage? Hobby? Nope, not today. Stay tuned for that one. 16 autographs in that box. We'll be ripping that at a later time. Today, we are going for Topps Series 2. We got our jumbo hobby box. Gonna rip it open, take a look at what we can get today. What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub coming back. We are doing a Topps Series 2 Jumbo Hobby Box today. Been looking forward to this one. I've kind of mentioned it a couple times on the channel, especially when we were doing the mega boxes. I've also got a regular hobby box on the way, but today we're doing the Jumbo Hobby Boxes. They're actually the first one to arrive. Got one of each just to test them out. Have not done a jumbo box before. This is actually going to be my first jumbo hobby box. Usually I stick to retail, blasters, megas, hangers, all that fun stuff. So lately I've been kind of dabbling into the hobby world. Not going crazy. I'm not doing any of the $800, $500, $1,000 hobby boxes. Kind of sticking with the low end stuff. Caught this one on sale. Picked it up for $250, I believe. Caught a site that dropped it down to $250. Had a little flash sale, so I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and jump on this and see what we can get. The nice thing about these compared to the regular hobby box is we do get a guaranteed autograph and 2 relic cards. So if you watched my other videos, we've kind of looked at some of the hobby stuff. Or talked about it, and with the hobby boxes you only get a autograph or a relic, so you're not guaranteed any of that. Nice thing about these two is they also have the, I believe these are exclusive for the All Kings as well as the Sand Glitter Parallels. I know I talked about it in the mega boxes. I accidentally called the holofoils, I was calling them Sand Glitter for a little bit, because they look very similar, and I had to actually stop in the middle of the video. I went and took a look, and just to try and clear myself up, and got all confused with them because Topps has a lot of parallels. But the Sand Glitters, from what I was looking at and double checking on the checklist, are exclusive to the jumbo box. So we will take a look and see what we can get out of there. So these do have a lot of cards. So this is 351 through 700 of the set. There's 10 packs, 40 cards per pack. You do get the 2 hobby exclusive silver packs. We'll go ahead and put those off to the side. We'll rip those at the end. And then you've got all your packs. 40 cards in each pack. They are jumbos. So 10 of those. Let's go ahead and dive into them. Like I said, been super excited for this. So we've already seen Series 2 a bunch. I've done the blasters and the mega boxes. Like I said, I've got a hobby box on the way. May do some hangers at some point. I'll see if I can find a decent little load of hangers to see if get anything good out of there. But we really wanted to dive into the jumbos just to, take a look and see what they were like. See if I get any more hits. Been super skunked on Series 1 and somewhat on Series 2. So when I was looking at these, you do get a ton of base cards. So let's see. I'm going to skim off some of the base cards off the back here. So it's almost like hangers. You do get a ton of base cards front and back, and then all your hits are right in the middle. So let's see. First pack. Let's see what we can get. Neely, Matthew Boyd, our first numbered card. There's Stuart Fairchild on the gold. It should be to 2025. Yep. 1786 of 2025. There's our first insert. There's a foil board. Oh, nice bro. Jackson Merrill on the All-Star. That was not numbered. There's OPS leaders Riley Green. And a couple more of our base cards there. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Find my sleeves. So yeah, these are the foil boards, and the holofoils are the ones that kind of look like a mix between the sand glitter and kind of like a camouflage in a way. Actually, we'll throw Jackson Merrill. we'll go ahead and throw him in the sleeve and give him a little love here. There we go. Pack 1 down. 9 packs to go. Like I said, there's a lot of cards in here. This is one of those ones where you can both, if you're doing set building, if you want to go more high end, you can definitely jump into here because you're going to get a lot of cards. Kind of burn a lot of those off because it is all just base cards. But then you also get a lot of hits. Looks like we have our first relic in here. There's a Jace Jung. Looks like Jace Jung is going to be our relic here. Major League Material. Player worn Jace Jung. We'll take that. And there's Paul Goldschmidt. That is going to be... That one is our sand glitter. So that is the little dots. That's our sand glitter. There's Paul Goldschmidt on the sand glitter. Mike Yastrzemski and Christian Yelich for these superstars. Summer superstars. Cool. So there's our first relic. Should have one more in here somewhere. Not numbered, but nice little rookie relic. We will absolutely take that. One of the hotter names in the MLB right now. Mr. Cortez, Kevin Alcantara. There's Jose Soriano on our sand glitter. Garrett Cole. And Riley Green on the Summer Superstars. And the rest of the base. So far not bad. The sand glitters are pretty cool. They're pretty nice, pretty cool design. Like I said, I kind of got mixed up there with the holofoils and the sand glitters in the last one. Yeah, tried to do a quick correction in the middle. Brandon Isert on the rookie. There's Ezekiel Duran. And Roki Sasaki on a nice little rookie card. And another Garrett Cole there for Summer Superstars. So far, not too bad. The Roki's nice. I said, a ton of base cards, so this is kind of a mix of, you want to build a set, you're probably going to get a lot of the cards you need. If you want some hits, definitely going to find some of that in here as well. Like I said, this is where you want to look if you're looking for the, like the All Kings inserts. If you're looking for some relics, you want a guaranteed autograph, this is where to look. You also go back through it later on. I'd probably go back and take a look and see if I got anything like the Golden Mirror parallels. Looking on the backs to see if got any of the gold-backed ones. And looks like we got another relic in here. There's looks like Pete Alonso. There you go, All-Star. Oh, Pete Alonso on the relic. So there's our second relic. We got Simeon Woods, Aaron Judge on the All-Star. And OPS leaders, Jose Ramirez. Cool. So definitely a lot more hits. We've only gotten, I believe, what, one numbered card out of here so far? I'll have to go back and take a look just to make sure I didn't miss anything later on. But so far it looks like one numbered card, no autos yet. But we have received our 2 relic cards. I've said in the other videos, I would love to pull one of the Heavy Lumbers or the All Kings. Heavy Lumbers are super cool cards. Milwaukee Brewers on the foil board. There's Freddie Freeman on the All-Stars, not numbered, and Jackson Merrill on the OPS leaders. We got 4 packs left, so it goes pretty quick. It is, like I said, it is 10 packs. It is a lot of base cards. I've seen pretty much all the base cards before, so I'm kind of skimming them off the top so I don't have a crazy long video just flipping through base cards. And I'm making sure there's nothing too crazy hiding in there. Obviously, got to go back and look for things like variations, short prints, that sort of thing. I have to go back and take a look at all the codes. And Andy Van Slyke with a nice on-card auto. Here we go. Andy Van Slyke. We will take that. Very nice. We will absolutely take that. That's a nice full autograph. The nice thing too is Barry Bonds does sign this year. He started signing again. So we got Michael Massey, Jr. Caminero. Again, not numbered, and Mookie Betts. Yeah, I know Bonds was one of the big chases because he pretty much hasn't signed cards in a long time. And he finally started signing cards for Topps again this year. So that is another one to kind of go through and take a look at. See if you can pull a nice Barry Bonds card. A little throwback there. We got a whole bunch backwards in here. I think I've seen this before, and it's just, unfortunately, it's just cards got put in there backwards. Nothing crazy. Yep, they just put a bunch of the base cards in backwards. And we got Spencer Torkelson. Ooh, nice little purple there. There's a purple foil board. That is to 250, 128 of 250. Spencer Torkelson on the purple. There's Grayson Rodriguez on the rainbow. Carlos Correa. Clayton Kershaw and Sandy Koufax. Cool. So I was just saying we haven't really gotten any numbered cards. There's a numbered card. Not a bad hit there. 2 packs left, and then we've got our 2 chrome packs in there. Go ahead and pull these out here so I'm not digging for them. Unfortunately, I don't see anything that looks like a wood card. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we got a K-Zone. We got a K-Zone, and oh man, that K-Zone is crunched. Look at those corners and the edges. Yep, that's going to be probably going back to Topps. Shota Imanaga, a K-Zone, but man, look at that. Those corners are beat up. Holy cow. I saw that as soon as I uncovered it. That is a nice card, but man, those corners took a beating there. There's Shane McClanahan. Those corners are also kind of beat up too on there. And Ichiro, that's going in the PC. Corey Seager and Adrian Beltre. Man, that's unfortunate. That's the first K-Zone I pulled. And of course it's going to be just a beat up K-Zone. Yeah, look at that. That corner is like bent. That one too. Yep, gonna have to open look at getting a replacement from Topps, because yeah, that's not good. That's unfortunate. Yeah, first K-Zone, and yeah, the K-Zone I get is just chewed up. Man. We'll take it though. That's a nice card. Oh, let me go ahead and so focused on that, I forgot all about all my other cards I put down here. Alright, last pack, and then we'll rip our little chrome packs back there. So we've got a bunch more of the base cards backwards here. All right, final pulls. Let's see what we got. There's Darren Baker. Nice little rookie sand glitter, and Royce Lewis. I have to double check that one because I know some of these with the white around them or with the white borders, those are short prints. Let's see, where is one of the other little throwbacks here? Oh, maybe not. I'll have to go and double check that one. May just be a team color there. I know there's some of those with the throwbacks that have the like white around them. They are a short print or a more rare card. A rare variation there. All right, 2 chrome packs. That's all of our base packs. Now we're getting the 2 chrome packs, hobby exclusive, 1 in each box. They do have like the Mojo or Trax design, depending on which manufacturer you get it from, depending on what they call it. There's Hunter Green. These are, that one's not numbered. There's a Manny Machado All-Star. There's Royce Lewis. That was... Isn't that the one I just got? I'll have to go back and take a look. I think so. Yeah. So Royce Lewis, I actually got one of each. So Royce Lewis, oh, there we go. How about a Mickey Mantle? That's pretty cool. There's a Mickey Mantle All-Star. Once again, probably just another fun PC card there. Add that, I've got a 62. A 62 Mickey Mantle. Add that to the collection. Let's go ahead and sleeve all these up. And just for safety's sake, we're going to sleeve up this Royce Lewis. All right, last pack. Looking at, there we go. How about a little Roki Sasaki again? There's a Freddie Freeman. There's a little Dodgers hot pack. Cubs Kyle Tucker. And our final card, we're looking at my personal PC Frank Thomas. That's badass. So I PC Frank Thomas. I've been collecting his stuff since I was a kid. I've got a one of the National Treasures cases. I think it's the National Treasure cases. The metal briefcase from the high-end sets. Just absolutely stuffed with Frank Thomas stuff. Autographs. I think got a couple relic cards in there. Even got a Frank Thomas Denny's hologram card. So there we go. Frank, that's bad. That makes me super happy with the box. Like, I don't care that, you know, we can get 17 numbered cards out of here. I will absolutely take the Frank Thomas all day long. That's awesome. I think it's actually probably my first Frank Thomas card I pulled out of any of the top stuff. So that's a nice little throwback. Mickey Mantle and a Frank Thomas. Okay. I see you, Tops. You're trying to restore my faith in your baseball products. So there we have it. There's Topps Series 2. That is the Jumbo Hobby Box. Jumbo Hobby Box, super fun. Like I said, I picked this up for, I think, about 250 bucks. Caught it on sale. They're usually about 300 or so. But yeah, picked it up on sale. I'm happy with it. Definitely gonna have to look at getting that Shodi Managa replaced, because that K-Zone is just, it was crunched up coming out of the pack. Luckily, I've got video of it, so there we go. Topps, be reaching out to you, getting that replaced. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know there's a couple people that said they were looking forward to it, so definitely wanted to get it as soon as it hit the office today. Ripped it out of the box and got to recording. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I definitely did, especially with Frank Thomas. I may even send it in for grading just to have it encased. That's looks good. I like it. I like it. Definitely happy with that. That's what it's all about. I got an Ichiro, I got a Frank Thomas, and a Mickey Mantle. So I'm pretty happy all around. I don't know what else to say. I'm happy. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.